Hello YouTube! I have finally decided to make a video of something important. So this might be kinda long. First of all, I know that I'm opening a can of worms here. Anytime I talk about a subject, especially on YouTube, my usual policy is, would one of my college writing professors let me write a paper on it? And if the answer is no, then I usually don't do a video about it. And the only reason I ask myself that question is because if you've ever taken like a college writing course or a speech course or something, they usually don't let you do topics that have excuse me, have been debated about a million times, and they're tired of reading about it, and they usually include like the death penalty, abortion, gay rights, stuff like that. So today I'm putting aside my policy and I'm going to talk about abortion. The reason I'm going to talk about this is because on Friday, Halloween, I went to Planned Parenthood in downtown Cincinnati to get my colposcopy done, and the clinic I went to is the only one in this area that does abortions, but of course they offer like every other medical service that usually any like OBGYN would offer to begin with, but it's just the fact that they offer abortions. So there were protesters outside, and I found it absolutely disgusting. I wholeheartedly support everyone's First Amendment right to free speech, but this, I don't know. I tried to put myself in the shoes of a person going in to get an abortion, and if I saw all that stuff outside, it wouldn't change my mind at all. It would just make me feel more alone in the world. I'd see the signs and the people outside holding the signs and the guy passing out pamphlets and the three women marching down the sidewalk holding a picture of Jesus saying the Hail Mary over and over again. And honestly, I would just feel more alone in my decision. And that's why it disgusts me. I don't think that it's right that women making such a hard decision should have to be forced to see that kind of stuff at the hardest time of their known life. I just think that it's wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you why I think in general everybody should accept pro-choice, because that's not going to happen, and I already know that I'm going to get flamed out the ass in the comment section for this video. But what I am going to talk about is, I'm going to talk about my personal reasons for being pro-choice. But before I do that, I want to show you this packet of information that I was given. Every single bit of it pissed me off. It's all theological. Every single part of it. So I'd like to know, genuinely, is there anybody out there who's anti-abortion and who's not a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew or somebody who doesn't believe in God? That's actually what I'd like to know. Are there any atheists out there who are anti-abortion? And I'm asking genuinely, because I just haven't really seen proof of them. But that's not to say that there's not people out there. Where have all the black children gone? That was another pamphlet I got. The clinic that I went to, the neighborhood's predominantly black, so, and it's just, you know, false fact after false fact. More black babies are aborted than are born. Blacks, once the largest minority, are now second largest, and they're blaming that on abortion. Really? How about immigration from Mexico? Here, this one's my favorite. I went to Catholic school for 12 years. I I know what scare tactics are extremely well. We had people come to our school, and this was their specific job. It was a man and a woman. We had people come to our school to show us slides of STDs, and we got the information we got the information on the STDs, what they cause, how they can be spread, and we were basically told, like, if you have sex, you will get one of these, and you will die. So this one's called Life or Death, and the very front of it, there's two babies. The top one is a 21-week baby born alive, and the bottom one is a 21-week-old baby aborted. And inside is basically the same thing, just pictures of abortion. Of course, just fucking absolute disgusting propaganda scare tactics. This one's the same thing, and they really like to show pictures of partial birth abortions. They really, really like that, and I think that they think that partial birth abortions are like the prevalent ones when they're not. Okay, first of all, I want to talk about why I'm pro-choice. Not why anybody else should be, why I am pro-choice. I am pro-choice because I am 22 years old, and if I got pregnant right now, even though I am taking every precaution that I know, aside from abstinence, because that's impossible for me. If I got pregnant, I would not be able to support a child, not emotionally, and especially not financially. I'm working 2 jobs right now, and it's just helping me make ends meet for myself. There is no way that I would bring a child into this world knowing that I cannot support them properly. That's why. That is my biggest reason why I'm pro-choice. And I feel that if anybody has ever taken an intelligent inventory of their life and ever thought about that, ever thought, can I support a child? And you're my age, I don't think that a lot of people my age can. Now, I'm not saying that everybody my age can't, because there's a couple girls that I went to high school with who at this moment have like 1 and 2 kids, and they're lovely, beautiful mothers. And I have every faith in the world in them, but I'm just saying, me personally, it's not gonna happen. Why I wouldn't adopt out is because if I had a child, I could not live with myself knowing that I had a child out in the world that's not being taken care of. I know how the system works. If you basically make a child an orphan, the chances of them being adopted by a loving family are kind of slim compared to the ones who want to adopt children because they get another paycheck every month. That's supposed to, it's supposed to support the child, but that doesn't actually happen. So, if I'm going to have a baby, I want to take care of it. I don't want anybody else to have a say in this. So that's my reasoning. That is why I'm pro-choice. And like I said before, I shouldn't have to put this many disclaimers in a video, but I know how YouTube is, so like I said before, this is my choice. This is why I am pro-choice. This is not why everybody else should be pro-choice. I'm not saying that at all. What I am going to say, though, is abortion will always happen. It will always happen. You can make it illegal, but that's not going to stop abortion. And what it means is that now abortions are going to be performed by, not even necessarily by doctors, by people who don't know what they're doing, by the women themselves, which means that it puts the life of the woman in risk. So if you want to be pro-life, you need to think about maybe the rights of the woman. That's what I think. I'll just leave it at that. And as always, leave your comments, video responses, messages, whatever. I'm happy to get them all.